Hello and welcome, this is Donna. Today I want to share with you the final flip through of the journal challenge that I am doing with Alex from Crafty Goose. And we decided to make journals for each other out of postcards. And I had a collection of vintage postcards and some calling cards and things like this. So this is what I came up with. And the container, the envelope, is made from a piece of cardboard covered in this vintage wallpaper that I have. So I used the tobacco color seam binding from, why can't I remember the name of the company? Okay, I'll list it below. And here we go. So it opens up like this. And I just got a happy mail as I was getting ready to do this video, and I want to share it right away because I could have so used this. So Pam, my wonderful friend Pam, sent me, ta-da, a scoreboard. I am so happy about this. And I can't wait to use this. This is going to be so fun, and I can even use this little decoed edge as a tear, because I don't have a tear ruler. And thank you, Pam. I so appreciate it. It was very, very generous. So yay for that. And back to this. My inspiration was using an original, not an original, copied, I just a template similar to the postcard, vintage postcard containers where it would flip in, but this was really thick. So what I ended up doing was making almost a box shape with that, but that was the inspiration. So this goes like this, and it is attached right there. And I am going to fold it this way because it is quite large. So to get it on the camera, we're gonna have to do it one by one. I wish you could feel this. I'm sure you'll be able to see it on the other side too. It's upraised. And so what I've used is vintage buttons and trims and pieces of vintage lace and tatting. And these are all original postcards. So show you that like that. And this is an old letter from, what do I have in here? Oh, I have something in here. An old letter from 1918, and I have the little Tim Holtz clip. And I just decorated that with, some lace trims. And here's a photo from that photo album that I purchased. And these were not from Russia, they were from Bulgaria. And just really neat pieces. I love them. And I did put the Etsy shop in the last video, and I will do that again. All I did was search photo albums, and you will come up with a ton of stuff. So I'm just gonna put this aside. We'll put it back in a minute. This is one of my all-time favorite cards. I have this wonderful thing about daisies. It's a sign for me that my grandmother's near, and that always reminds me of her. So here we got that, and then let's pull this one this way. More decorations. There's some glitter on this one. Beautiful cards. Here's that one that I just loved, the scene of the Boston streets. There's a little horse and carriage, and using the vintage trims that I got from Dinosaur Dry Goods. This was probably off a dress. I love the bits and scraps. This is a gorgeous piece. And then here we have one from, I'll pull this off here. This wonderful little envelope made out of vintage wallpaper came from the Mushroom Market on Etsy. And I did need to cut down one of these photos of this lovely woman standing next to this tree and just embellish the top. And I put a little, just a little seam binding on the clip to hold it. Too much coffee, I'm shaking. Okay, we're gonna put that aside right now. There's another one. Don't worry about the future. The present is all the present is all thou hast. The future will soon be present, and the present will soon be past. I like that. And on here we have a Kodak transparency film, and it is a Christmas tree. I just thought that was kind of cool to put on there. And then the end one is, may our golden hours of friendship last until our days shall end, and our lives be all the better for the sweet love of a friend. And that is so true. I, once again, am going to say that the community I have found on YouTube, people who do junk journals or altered books or any sort of collage work with original ephemera, the community is just fabulous, and I am just so thrilled to be part of it. Thank you. So I thought that was perfect for the end piece, that it's going to Alex, who I've made a new crafty friend. And here's all these lovely ladies together, and I'm thinking this looks like the 50s. Unfortunately, they didn't have any dates on them. And then here's some flowers from my garden, and I just did some crazy stitching around this recycled plastic. And this is a glassine envelope that I covered with a ledger and some extra bits of lace and ribbon. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna flip it the other way. See how it just kind of folds right in there? Oops. Oh, I've lost a piece already. And I know where that goes. I'll show you in a minute. So now we're going to pull it this way. And these are the backs of the postcards. Some of the dates I can read, some I can't. I used a casing from that photo album and this lovely little boy. And if you remember, he kind of stuck out a little here, so I did this lace on here to cover up the white part of the photo. I've used some petal pieces I have to make a flower with a button and the trim, the lace trims. You can see the embossing. This way. Okay. And then here is a copy of a Victorian card I had, and it just kind of folds out like that. Had the word Christmas, so I covered it up. This is a calling card, or yep, maybe a business card. And here's some people signing documents. I like the addition of the little button. 24, doesn't look like the 20s, but it might be. And you can see the 1 cent stamp back there, little Tim Holtz washi. And just look at that beautiful embossing. This looks like 1911. And then here is also a copy of one of the Victorian cards, and if you open it up, it has these people playing in the snow. Another one of those photos from that album. Just tie that back up. And oh, I made a pocket here, and I think maybe that, oops, something went in there. I think that went in there. Oh, and this is my altered tape, just using alcohol inks. And I had a box of these, and I thought they were really nice, so I just distressed them and put them on a ball pin and ran them through this postcard. And July 12, I don't know the year. Okay. This was a calling card that was ripped at the top, so I backed it with the leftover cardboard with the vintage wallpaper on it. I used a millinery flower. And here is a piece from one of these books, the small one that folded out. Makes a nice tuck. Here we have the back of that postcard. Here is a flip, and it's the Cocoa Chocolate advertisement. Right there. Bonbons. And here's the back of the last postcard. So it all folds out, and I'm not going to get that all on camera, but it all folds out like that. Now I will put everything back in and get it sent off to Alex. And thank you all for watching us do this challenge. It was really fun, and I love how we influenced each other, and I learned things from her, and I think she, for the not first time, but kind of pushed her out of her comfort zone with the shabby chic, and she definitely pushed me out of my comfort zone with trying to figure out how to use postcards. So I will link her channel below of her flip through, and I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you again for spending your precious time with me. You have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.